Shalom, Israel, to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Okay, I've been on this shoot since 1969, trying to get our people to learn their heritage and culture, and specifically their language. Today, we're going to go over mainly, let me see, I'm sorry, one second. The exact number for y'all. Come on. One second. Okay, we're going through Salakia, Genesis 8, 13 to 19, all the way to Genesis 10 and 10. So Genesis 8 and 13 to Genesis 10 and 10. All right, so we're going to start. First, we're going to do a few review words that we've covered so far. Okay. First review word, you definitely need to, it's not good. Let me know how this one comes out. Salaki, this one's not good either.
There's a red one?
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. How does this wrap the green look? Hold on. That's clear?
Yes.
Let me know online if y'all can't see it.
Hey, Shalom Sha'afon, y'all, Ba'ashem, y'all, Shabbat Kudah. How do you see the writing, Sha'afon? Green is the water.
Yeah. Okay, let me write it down here. I'll write it a little bigger. Make sure everybody can see. If y'all are having trouble seeing this at home, do not be afraid to say something in the chat. That's the point. Rock you. Alahaya, right? Means the powers, God's authorities. Okay. Next, Yahweh. Okay. The Most High. Yahweh. Okay? Most High. Yahweh, Alahaya, Most High. Next, Adam. These are common words you're going to see often. From the dust, man.
Like it's fading.
Salakia?
It looked like it's fading.
Is it?
Longer.
Let me just make sure the press of it. Adam, from the dust. Yeah, this thing is faded. Adam, from the dust. Okay, or man. This is the word yakam. I mean, you can barely see that. The dust, man. Oh, shucks. Now I just pushed it on. There's no other good markers?
Try to, I have to go grab some.
It did. This blue one's working for now. Hold up. Man, right? And this is, hold up, let me make this up for y'all. Man, Dom. Dom. Adam. Okay, so we have Elohim, which is the powers, gods, or authorities. Yahweh, which is the Most High's name. And you have Adam, which is from the dust or man. Okay, that's the first bit. Next few, we're going to get a few other vocabulary words that you're definitely going to see. Okay. My mind.
I got it.
Oh.
This one's good.
Okay, cool. I appreciate you. Okay. Oh, let me get to that. I'll let you walk.
No, I got it. Oh, the blue monkey, I want to see how it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me get this one next. It's great, it's not. That's the high end. Let me see. Blue. Ayash, which is man. But this is man more so in terms of, hold on, let me write this down so y'all can actually see it. Ayash is man, but in terms of spirit, meaning the Lord, Yahweh Ayash Marakama. The Lord is a man of war. When you look this up in the concordance, it'll tell you this means like mortality. It's more so talking about the spirit of being masculine. If you, for instance, this is Andrew. Man is Andrew. When you look up Andrew, it'll tell you manly. Right? Ayash is Ayash in the Assyrian. Oh, so my bad, y'all. I don't like these. Ayash. Ayash. Ayash is man. Next, obviously, we're going to have Asha. Woman. The ya is dropped and you add the hana at the end to make it subservient. Okay? Asha. Asha. Right? You'll find also the equivalent in this chapter. Asha. Which here means wife. That's what you're going to find in this chapter. Asha would be Asha is wife in the Hebrew. Asha is woman. Asha in the in Genesis is being used as wife. Okay, they're the same word pretty much. Okay. Okay. So we got these Ayash, Asha, Ashab. You're going to see Ashab. Khan. We're going to get a few other phrases. Yeah. Salaki, y'all. Bear with me one sec. Khan. Okay, I'm starting to see that now, Salaki. All right. Salaki, is the you saying the audio is swab though, right? One sec, bear with me one sec, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Let me just get all this off. Bear with me, y'all. Salakia for the technical difficulties. Just be advised, like I said, we will be updating the way we do the classes from now on. I'm just doing some final research as to how I want to get it all out or how I want to work it. But classes will be done differently. And be advised, brothers and sisters, in the future, we're going to get into live streaming class, meaning like just like the general, we'll have different people on. New York is going to start to have cities, different cities, and start to really mold everyone in together. So be prepared for that. If you can get access to a live stream or get like Zoom, you can be invited in and join in class and have your questions asked and answered directly. that's coming, Lord willing, what's it called, in the next week or so, 2 weeks, before the New York cookout. Okay? Salakia, bear with me 1 sec, everybody. Put a one in the chat. I'm about to, if it's still bad with the glitching, just let me know. Okay? Okay, still glitching. Yeah, I see it. We're gonna continue. Oh, it's a sucky color, but it's working. Okay. Next is knock. You'll probably see this most often. Knock is okay. Knock means rest. It's also Noah. Now, don't think Shabbat. This is rest is in chill. Relax. Relax. Okay? That's what it means by rest. Now. Now. Yeah, to fix myself there, Salaki. Now. Okay, and in the Assyrian, very simple. Now. Okay, now next is his sons. Now I'm gonna give you the only one whose name I'm gonna translate is obviously the name you're gonna see. Ah! Sham. Name or Sham. Y'all can see this color well, right? Sham. Oh, shucks. Okay. Brown didn't last too long. Maybe the second one will. Okay, Sham. Sham, which is name. Next is Ham. Well, let me write it in the Hebrew. As it would be pronounced in Hebrew, Cham. Ham. Hot. That's what it means, basically. Let me do that. Once again, pretty simple. My husband. Oh, chill, she died. Oh, I don't funny else. Oh, sorry. All right, come. Hammer hot. Oh, speaking of which. Ooh. Come. Yeah, we can't fit it. Salaki, I'm writing it big because these markers are hard to see. It kills so much time. Ah, shucks. I'm gonna do this. Like I said, we will be getting rid of this outdated system. All right. Japheth. Um, Japheth. Right? Your pie. Hurry up. Your pie. Which means to expand. Hold on one second. Salaki, I'm sorry, pot, which means to expand. Japheth. Now we're going to get a few of these words that you're definitely going to see often. But let me get these out of the way. The Bob, you're probably not going to see this. Well, you won't see this again until Exodus. Then you won't see it again ever. Box. Also, art. So we're clear. This is the flood art. The other run is I run, a run, if I'm not mistaken. Ark of the Covenant. Okay? Speaking of which, we're going to get that word as well. The bomb. Shucks. I'll give y'all your pot in a second. In the, let me just pull out here 1 second. Your pot, the bomb. Bombs. Ark. Flood. Well, let me just write another instead. That's for Noah. Okay, now remember, that's to signify this is not the same word as the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? The Ba, box, arts, ark, Salakia, the Ba, the Ba, the Ba, box or ark. Now, I'm going to get some more words. Hold on one sec. Marble wall. Flood. I'm gonna take the time to break this one down. Cool water, sir. I'm you have time. Cool water.
You go with the permanent marker?
Huh?
You go with the permanent marker?
That Crayola looking one was bad. I had to play Windex to get it off. That's why I look a little blue right now. Okay. Marble wall. Marble wall is flood. Marble wall is okay. I'm gonna put it. Okay. So let me just break it down. Ma, ba. Is this too small for you guys, or y'all can see it? Wall. Marble wall. Right? Now, it translates to flood, right? But when you actually understand from flowing, right? You have the verb ball in this instance. I'm gonna write that lowercase just so y'all can understand the difference. Ball would be simply, I'm breaking this down so you can start to understand how you relate. Ball means simply to flow. The wow here, the ing makes it flowing, or present slash continuous. So I can write that down. So now, what you understand this to be is really here at that. Present slash continuous flow. From present or continuous flow. A flood is a continuous flow. From a continuous flow. From a present flow is a flood. From flowing is a flood. Ma'abawal, from flowing. From flowing is the best understanding. Ma'abawal. Next, we have, well, let me do those all in one. All right, so we're gonna erase these. So erase this. Next thing, go over is animals. First one is the beast. Ba, ha, ma. Bahama is beast, general. Now, so we're clear, a better understanding of Bahama is cattle. Slash beast of burden that's good enough. Things that predominantly are domesticated: cows, chickens, lions, tigers. The lion isn't domesticated, the wolf isn't domesticated. Technically, they're not domesticated. But Noah and his sons, after they got off the ark, said, we need something to deal with the rats. Let's take the smallest lion cub we can find and just breed that into what we today call a cat. We need something to take care of other predators like other wolves. So let's take a coward wolf and create what we today call a dog. I'm skipping steps, but that's long the story short. Beast of burden, or basically cattle, is Bahama. You know the problem with the video screen, right?
It might be because of that glitch.
But y'all that may not know, our enemies experience difficulties with the internet. The white man doesn't want to open up the internet, so God shut it down. Let's get the most high. Bahama. Bahama. Okay? Bahama. Bahama. Beast. Iowa. Bird. Like every bird. Iowa. Iowa. Iowa is bird. One second, give it 1 second, make sure I get this right for Cleveland. Creeping thing is creeping thing Salakia. Ramash. Ramash is creeping thing. Salakia. Let me get you a better understanding of it. Because I don't think I've went over creeping thing since I started this officially. Creeping thing. A reptile or any other rapidly moving animal. 7431 is Ramash. Ramash. 7430. Ramash. To quarrel, by analogy to swarm. Creeping thing. Ramash. Ramash. Creeping. Thing. The creeping thing bug. It's bug. Ramash is Ramash. Ra. Ramash. Creeping thing. Right? You're going to see these words a lot. Bahama, Iwak, and Ramash as they're getting off the ark and dealing with that. Speaking of that, in other words, you're going to see, we're going to start to get into Salah. Is there a time check? Huh? 8:11. Okay. All right, we're going to start to get into a few of these words that you see tomorrow. So each. Ah. Let me give you both, just so you know it. Sahar. To clean. Sahar. To clean. Wait, let me make that better for y'all. Clean. Now, here's where Hebrew can be funny. This makes no sense. Thinking about it logically. Cleaning. Right? That's what this should be. But in actuality, it's cleansed. That's the spirit behind it. Meaning what? Okay, this translates to technically with the wow in the middle, cleaning or cleansing, right? However, you have English words. There's an English word. Yeah. How's that possible? The building we're standing in is not, there's not construction workers around me as we speak. This is not building right now. This is bells. It's not building, it's built. This don't even belong here, it's built already. This is past tense. But we call it under the present tense. Right? Same thing with Tawar. Tawar is technically cleaning, but it's talking about things that are clean. Tawar is the word for clean animal. Tawar. It doesn't mean this thing is something. Okay, this is why I kind of brought this up earlier. And I'll bring this up so y'all can understand. This as a negation makes something present slash current slash to a point continuous to a point. Meaning there's a thing, this thing is presently clean. When I'm unclean, I become clean, but I'm clean now. There's a point where I can be unclean, right? This became the standard word for clean because I am currently, presently clean. However, there are also things that are continuously clean, like chicken. Unless there's something done to the chicken, chicken itself is clean. Cow is clean. I'm drawing, but deer is clean. It is presently, it is currently, it is continuously clean. Okay, that's the spirit behind Tahawah. Last, Salam. Ta, you won't see this tomorrow, but just so you know, Ma. Salam. Ta, ma'a, unclean. Tawar, okay? Now let me give you Tawar. Shalama. Ta, ha. Tawar. Tawar. Right? Tawar. That's a little messed up. Tama'a. Ta, ma, ah. I'll write that over here for y'all. I'll make sure it's good. Ta, Ta. Salah. Make sure everyone's good. Ma. Ah. Ta. Unclean. Clean, unclean. Now that we're getting into that, I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to take this down. Shalom, okay. There's a few other vocabulary words you're definitely going to need for tomorrow. So these are the words. Got them? Good. I'm about to take them. Next, the prototype. Do you remember how to say day?
Hey.
Who online knows? How do you say day in the Hebrew? Day is Yawam. See in the present. Okay, is the spirit behind it. You want? You want? You want? Okay. Young. Young. Days. Young. 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 Young is days. Yawam is day. Okay? Next thing you're going to see is months. Okay? Which is Qadash. Now let me make sure I get this true. Qadash. Qadash. Okay. Qadash is moon slash month. The noun comes from month, right? Right? Month. Or new. Okay? Kadash is literally the verb to do, like to rebuild or to renew something. Kadash also means new, like new clothes. Like Bagad Kadash. Bagadia Kadashia, my new clothes. Bagad also means to deceive. New, okay, Kadash. Kadash. If anybody has any questions, just put it in the chat. I don't know. literally. Qadash. Ah, well, let me get you ready as well. I will rob. Now this, now this is something you have to understand about Hebrew. A very big part of Hebrew is just okay. Any language, when you really get down into it, is like it's hard to explain. Like computer. Com is a suffix. Pu is a no. Com is a prefix. Pu is like a suffix. Like words combine a lot. I will rob comes from I rob, which means even, right? From even to even. My rob, right? I will rob is raven. Why am I bringing this up? Because what did Noah initially try to use to find life? A raven, right? I will rob. I will rob. I will rob. Right? And then I will rob. I will rob. And lastly, Yah, why not? Now, some of this can kind of feel like a review, but it's not. These are just words that you'll see often. And it's only going to grow more repetitive from here, trust me. Yah, pigeon. Yah, well, nah. Oh, Jonah. That is Jonah's name in Hebrew. Yah, Yah, Jonah. Okay, your one is day, Yum Yum is days, Kadash is moon, month, and new. It can also translate to new moon. I will rob is raven, Yawana is dove or pigeon. It is also the name Jonah. Okay? Now we're going to start to get the words that you'll. Now, a lot of these words are pretty much going to come up in the chapter, but these are the words you're going to see. You probably come across these words before, from Genesis to before. They weren't prevalent enough for me to say them or to mention them, or I didn't think they were necessary. So now we're going to start to go through what it is. Lock it off. Ah. Okay.
I want to also see moon.
Yeah, rock. Question.
So I think he said that was the Iraq.
Okay. Iraq. I had to do a bit more research to find out why, but to my understanding, moon, understand, the moon was used for time calculations. The scriptures tell you that in Genesis, the first chapter, for signs, for seasons, right? Remember, this word evolved from this word. This comes from this. So this is more, Qadash is more so talking about season. Remember, the word itself initially meant to renew or to rebuild. You look it up, right? But it eventually became used to symbolize the newness of the waxing and waning of the moon, right? While Yara was always the term for the physical object that we know outside called the moon. So that's pretty much it. This is referring to the seasonal changes. This is the physical object. Tom, what are you gonna ask?
So like, I was gonna ask, we don't go by the day in the kingdom of the Most High.
Huh?
We don't go by the day. Like,
What do you mean?
as far as let's talk about like labor.
What do you mean labor?
Right, like if we're you know like say you know dealing with you know like commerce and stuff like that, dealing with anything migrational, like everything is handled through like weeks.
What do you mean? In what way?
Like,
Like, what do you mean we don't deal with the
as
days?
far as transactions.
How do? What do you mean the day? What do the days have to do with transactions?
You not understanding what I'm saying? Like,
La-
as far as
Like, what do you mean we don't deal with the days? We don't deal with the.
it's a question. I'm not saying.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking. Like, I'm not understanding the question.
Right. That's good. I clarify it. In as far as, for example, a farmer,
Right.
as you farm, you transport, you know, the goods. It has to get through a border. Not us as far as in the Buddhist, in the kingdom, right? We don't go by exactly the day. I mean, that's my perception. I don't
Meaning,
have
like, we don't use the exact. We don't use our actual calendar, or
the calendar, you know, like now, like we use,
the Gregorian
for example,
calendar.
like this will get there like
The
3 days.
Gregorian calendar.
Right.
Like you're asking if we use it in today or in the past.
But I'm saying in the kingdom, we deal with it like that.
But we deal with the Gregorian calendar. Like what we deal. You're asking what we deal with January to December.
No, I'm talking about like the day. Like if we're doing this and this has to get passed by a border this day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there has to be a record keeping of time. Yeah.
As far as today,
Meaning, just like we know, Passover is on the 14th day of the first month. That's a record keeping of time. And what's it called? I just looked up. There is an accurate. They actually does give you an accurate number of Joshua to Samuel.
Okay.
450 years. So that means somebody said we got inside and Joshua died X year. And between X year and the rise of Samuel, or when Samuel was first referred to as a prophet, is about 450 years according to the book of Acts. I looked this up earlier.
So
That's record keeping.
The precepts.
The precept of that? Okay, come. For anybody else who needs that online, let me get that for you. It's like the only time Samuel is like mentioned in the New Testament. Samuel, this is the New Testament. This is Acts 13. I'll start at 19. And when he had destroyed 7 nations in the land of Canaan, he divided their land to them by lot. And after that, he gave unto them judges about the space of 450 years until Samuel the prophet. So Judges takes place 450 years, give or take 500.
Like you said, Acts 13 and 7.
13 and 20 is the exact verse. Is the exact verse for the number. Acts 13 and 20. So you got Qadash for the moon, which is the season. You're going to see that come up a few times. Also, now these are phrases you're going to see a lot. Wa, ban, ya, wa. Who can guess what this means? Wabanyawa. It is not a word. It is like 3 words. Anybody online? I'll give y'all another one. Okay, let me just try that over. Okay. Wa, sha, wa. Wa, nash. Yeah. Wanasha. Okay. Now, what? What you gonna say? The first one.
Is that is his son?
What? What's
Is
this?
his son? Wow, I forgot.
What's wa at the beginning of a word? Anybody online?
And his son.
And his son. And his son. Huh? Okay. And his son. And his son. No, not and his son. And his son. The Yah makes that plural. Waban, son. Right? Wa ashakwa. Shakwa, let somebody else get it. Wa ashakwa. What is wa ashakwa? We know what wa banyawa is. What is wa ashakwa? God. His what?
daughter?
No. What's daughter?
Child.
Daughter is Banah.
But not yet. Child, man.
Wa Ashatwa. Not his daughter. Ashat. John.
That is rib.
Not the word I'm looking for.
But what?
Wife. And his wife. The reason I didn't want to accept rib, if I may, about this, so you're clear. Rib is a word. Watch has a liwa and his rib. So that's why I wasn't doing it. I'd rather teach you what Ashatwa is and his wife, Watch has a liwa and his rib. If y'all want, I'll write Watch has a liwa on the board so you can see the meaning. Well, bun, yeah, bun, yeah, Salakia. Bun. Okay. I forgot to say it to be like that sometimes. Bun. You know what? Right? And his wife. Shah. What? Shah. What? Shahwa. Wa Shahwa. Wa Nashya. Banyo. Wa Nashya Banyo. Now this is the hard one. Wa Nashya Banyo. Wa Nashya Banyo. Let me write that low. But I'm going to say it. Wa Nashya Banyo. Wa Nash Ya Ban Ya. See, y'all thinking too much about the words. I'm gonna help y'all. Y'all don't always gotta think. What is the word? Let me try to break down the word. What are we covering? What is the subject? Huh? Right. So we covered and his sons. We covered and his wife. I'll help you out. The his is Noah. Who else is a part of this equation? Meaning, who else was on the ark? His sons, his wife? Huh? Right. So that's his son. So Noah, his 3 sons, right? His wife, and
The wife of his sons?
basically, well, he was funny. Wanashia would be wives, Bamula, of his sons. And well, they translated as and his son's wives. Sons, wives. I'm going to do it down here as well. Nasha. Wanashia Bundle and his son's wives. And you'll see this constantly tomorrow. You will see these constantly tomorrow. That one. All right, 15 minutes. Good. All right. Now, there's a few other words and things I want to show you as we get into it. Because a portion of this will start to go back into genealogy. So we just make sure. Yes. Okay. Next word, you'll see this often, especially going forward, to sacrifice. Zabak. Okay. Zabak. A sacrifice traditionally is eaten, right? That's why the Most High, that's what Noah did directly after the flood. He made a sacrifice. Zabak. Next is Ma. Zabak. Which is, we know this. Ma. Zabak. Altar. Right? From sacrifice. What happens? Where do you do the sacrifice? The altar. Mazabah. Mazabah. From sacrifice. Right? Okay, Salaki. Okay, Salaki. Now, next thing you'll need is something that our people will give you both words. Okay, that people misuse today. The goal. The reason, Salakia,
Now, you have to understand, when you understand true archery, the idea is to often shoot up, just like a rainbow does, right? This is where that idea comes from. Well, shot. When combined with Ayash, this is used for archer. For archer, like a bowman. Archery. So basically, Koshaf is bow in the sense of archery, like a bow and arrow, and a rainbow. It is Koshaf. Next, obviously, since I give you that, Salafi. Getting ahead of myself. It doesn't come up here, but I just wanted to give it to you. But no didn't. Shop. No, right next to it. So I got space. Well, shop. Well, shop. Right? Now, arrow. Katazar. Katazar. No connectors. Katazar. Washat wa katazar. Bow and arrow. Washat wa katazar. Bow and arrow. Okay. Is there anything else? Take Washat wa katazar. Washat wa katazar. Ah, yes. Okay. Yes. About, okay. 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 Now, we're going to get a few more of these first, and probably the first time. Well, I believe you saw it last week. But I didn't cover it, so I could all my erupted on that too. This is a very important word. Ba, ra, ya. Covenant. Slash test. Like your last will and testament. Covenant, Testament, Baya. Okay. Bar. Yeah. Baya. No, Bara. Yeah. Bar. Baya, which means covenant and testament. The Pash. This only comes up once or twice, but you should start to see this and let it wrap yourself. In this instance, it comes from breathing, right? But it technically is used for soul, right? The Pash. Okay, the Pash, which means the soul. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nation. Nation. Okay. Nation. Basic word, right? Heathen. And as you'll see it tomorrow, Gentile. Now, why did I put nation in a box? Because this is the basic word. Any Yahweh Yasharala, heathen of Israel, nation. The basic word for nation is Yahweh. We just refer to you, just like Qadash can refer to a month, it can also refer to a new month. Yahweh can refers to nation. It also refers to other nations outside of us. It's us. We have an us versus them mentality. You're not with us. You're one of them. Right? Salah. Basically, almost out of here. And you're going to see that in Genesis 10 and 5. You're going to see by these were the isles of the Gentiles divided. In their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families, in their nations. Families, that's what you should have. Masha Patah. Ma, we almost out here, don't worry, y'all. Shah, Khan. Family. Now, let me get the Salami. Ma, Shapaka. Family. Shapaka. So Shapaka. Okay, Shapaka is family, which comes from Shapaka, which means to spread out, like a family tree. From. The concordance gives something about a Bedouin. That's possibly just a word that sounds similar. There could be a correlation. I'm not going to delve into that just yet. I'm going to get confirmation on that. Somebody got no further. Ma Shapaka. Family. Ma Shapaka. Ma Shapaka. Okay? Ma Salah. Uh-oh. Almost done. Ma Shapaka. Ma Shapaka. From spread out. Right? A family. Okay, if I have to go over Lashan or Lashawan, please, y'all need to stay in class. This is the first thing on the board every day. I would get into a few of these names, but we got time. We'll go over them next week. Sun, nation, land. Huh? Yeah, come. All right, Aratazak is just like Aratazak. Aratazak is lands. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these we got time for. So with that, that's everything. What main things we're gonna cover tomorrow? Some things we didn't go over, like you'll see a few numbers brought up, dates and times. Obviously, since we're going over months, there will be months and times mentioned. We've been covering that. We went over these things the last 2 weeks. I went over the numbers, so I didn't want to feel repetitive. That's why we go back and we study, so on and so forth. You can go back and watch those local classes. Next week, I probably will get into number placement, because next week, if I'm not mistaken, will just be Abraham's genealogy, the Tower of Babel leading up to Abraham's genealogy. So there won't be a lot to go over, just a lot of your live. With that, I'll pass the class over to preaching officer Yatsuzak. Huh? Okay, Shalom. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.